I'm gonna do this in the office. So a couple of days back, I shared my thoughts about the Nike Kobe 5 Protro Year of the Mamba that Isaiah Canaan wore. The shoe completely tore off, and the whole thing was captured in a video that would become viral. Now, the incident reignited conversations about the quality of Nike's shoes becoming unacceptable. And not just quality, but especially in terms of durability, with the Kobe 5 Protro grabbing the spotlight. Sure enough, sneakerheads had to voice out their thoughts, which should be the case because it's a topic that should not be swept under the rug. I mean, it's hard to blame people for putting everything into question out of that one incident, because if it can happen to an expensive Nike shoe, it can probably happen to the cheaper ones. So let's have a quick conversation. It's inevitable that China will be dragged into the conversation. My man, the Soul Inspector, jokes that the Kobe 5 shoe that tore off is a master copy from China. Meanwhile, Joshua Redota says probably a 10-year-old kid glued the shoes from Nike's human trafficking factory. John Paul Ong says it's sad and funny seeing the Kobe 5 Protro Year of the Mamba rip apart because it's expensive, especially in the Philippines. Retail here is 11,500 pesos, which is about $200. Let's not even talk about the resale price. Ivan Real Estate says that he had 10 pairs of Kobe 5s and the outsole of 5 of those pairs tore off. If true, and if his situation is an acceptable random sample size, that's literally having a 50% chance that the shoe's durability is questionable at best. Reizata says that the shoes were probably old stock and the glue was expired. I'm not sure if I can agree with that, because if the shoes were genuine, then they were manufactured more or less the same time as the other retail pairs, which means it's not really an old stock. It's a domino effect. The incident has placed into question the entirety of Nike basketball. Heart of Culture says that Nike's laziness needs to be a major topic of conversation, and it needs to turn into a controversy so that Nike will be compelled to do better. Eric Burton disagrees, saying that Nike still has the best shoes out and that Anta and other Chinese brands are garbage. Joseph DLR gives a quick rundown of some of the Nike shoes caught on video ripping apart, and he says that he likes Nike back in the day but not anymore. Brian Dumlau recalls a similar incident involving Zion Williamson back in college. Z Got Souls adds that Nikes are not durable, while Jetstick on Feet says that the most important problem is durability. Dre Champ Production says that there was a video showing that the Nike Kyrie 3 PE was different from the retail version in terms of having more support in certain areas. Two Fans Pontificating says that Kyrie probably switches the stock insoles with custom orthotics when wearing custom pairs of the Anta Kai 1. Sanira Joseph says that the Nike shoes in the video was fake and that Adidas is good for basketball. And then, of course, we have some of the comments that have little to do with the topic of the video, but I'll mention them here all the same. For one, Lon Lon asks, when will Trey Young have his own signature shoes with Jordan Brand? Eric Burton says that he thinks Trey is getting one. Two Fans Pontificating, and it's your boy MJ, saw the Jollibee signage and the transition clip, and now they're hungry. Same here, my brother, same here. It's a Filipino thing. And lastly, Iverson says that he loves the informative content. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. I guess Nike won't be hearing the end of it anytime soon. Nike is rarely in the habit of refuting accusations by putting out a press release, especially if it feels like only a small part of its business is on the line. The brand will just let the incident reduce itself to obscurity by not talking about it, because people will move on to the next topic of the day until history repeats itself time and again. Unless Nike's shoes stop ripping apart. Of course, there will be that bad apple in the basket every now and then, especially those at the mercy of the elements. But for new pairs that only touch indoor courts in not so warm gyms, it's hard to find an excuse unless the shoe is without a shadow of doubt fake. But let me know what you think.